Hey guys, it's Travis here coming to you again from Tucson, Arizona. You probably know already where I'm at. I'm actually here in my home office. We're actually having fun like every day that we do Hangout. Uh, Today's actually pretty special. Okay, the reason why it's special because Andres is back. We got a little bit more energy for you guys. Andres was out for about 3 days. He was actually in a meditation and it's pretty cool actually. We were just talking on the green room, on the cyberspace green room, about what he was going through and just having fun, connecting with them. He's actually way out in Puerto Rico. I don't even know what city of Puerto Rico he's actually in, but hey, he's back. He was at Oaxaca.
San Juan.
Okay, so he's in San Juan, Puerto Rico. All right, cool. So that being said, all right, one of the biggest things is meditation that we've been talking about. We've been talking about connecting to your true self. We've been talking about, serving others. And the biggest thing is if you're meditating, if you're actually taking the time for you and actually connecting with yourself, you can connect with other people, and other people are going to connect with you. This business is about connection, okay? This industry is about connection. A lot of the people don't actually say, hey, you know what, I'm going to join your business because it's the best in the world. No. They actually say they're going to join your business because they connect with you personally. They connect with your vision. They connect with what you're going to be doing in the future or what you're doing now. And one of the biggest things to start your vision, one of the biggest things to start going forward is meditation, pretty much connecting with your true self and seeing where you're going to go, actually thinking, hey, you know what, taking that time. Why do I say meditation and taking the time to pretty much visualize where you're going? Because in this world, we're actually in a rat race, so to speak, okay? We're always getting up early and then going to work, coming back tired, and it's just tiring, it's just draining, it's just, you get overwhelmed and you just don't want really to do nothing else in the day, okay? So my best friend, my good partner here, Andres Higuera, went out to a mountain. I believe he was out for 3 days in this particular place, meditating, connected with the true self. One of the things that we say to do. So that being said, I want to just take it away, brother. I want to just pass it on to you. Let us know what you felt, what you connected with. How do you feel now? And I know you came back with full of energy. So take it away.
All right, thank you, Jesus. Welcome myself. Welcome to you guys. We're all here. All right, tonight, I don't know where you are, so doesn't matter. We wanted to talk to you about meditation, my experience in the retreat. But first of all, I wanted to talk to you about the mind. The mind, it's the most powerful tool you guys have, but it has always been controlling you since birth. All right? Very important to know that. What? How do you say that? The mind doesn't control me. I control the mind. Not exactly. You see, the mind works unconsciously and consciously. And unconsciously, she's doing a whole lot of work. All right? She's pumping the blood. She's thinking. She's breathing. She's telling you what to eat, when to eat. She's giving you all this information all the time, And you just react to what the mind tells you to do. All right? So as you start growing, you start developing more and more the mind, but the mind fully controls you. Now, the mind, you are not the mind, okay? The mind is an antenna that you have that receives thoughts, that receives all this information that is just floating around, all these ideas, all the things, all the thoughts, all the things you gotta do, everything. Everything is connected. So the mind throws you all this information, right? So it's up to you to discern which information will be valuable for yourself, okay? To discern. Listen to this word very carefully. Discernment. It's another skill you need to learn, okay? But because of the mind controls you every day, every night, so you gotta start discerning. Discern when your mind is always throwing you all this information and you just act. Your discernment is not that well, because you just act. You just, oh, the mind told me this, so this must be it. There's nothing else. No, but I must do it. The mind tells you, I want to eat some pizza. And then you go like, well, that's not a bad idea. I love pizza. Maybe we should eat pizza. You know what? I'm getting that pizza right now. So you go and you act without thinking of it. But maybe you go, when you start developing control of your mind, then you can tell your mind, well, I could go out to eat some pizza, but I would prefer to eat something else tonight. And I not necessarily want to eat some pizza. All right? And this is a very low example, but you guys get what I mean. So in my retreat, I'm not advanced. I'm a rookie. I'm still a rookie. I'm still learning. But the retreat I did was on 3 days, and it was a little extreme for some of you guys because it was in complete silence. So it was like I was alone up there in the mountain, although I was with 20 people. And then after that, we also did not eat for 3 days, and we did meditations of 2 hours. 2 hours meditating, 2-hour break. 2 hour meditating, 2 hour break. 2 hour meditating, 2 hour break. So it's a little tough, but this helps you get back in control of your mind. And you want to work together with your mind. You just don't want to say, hey mind, I'm in control. I'm the boss here. I'm going to tell you what to do. Because it doesn't work like that. The mind's going to say, what? I've been controlling you since birth. So that's not the way it's going to work, man. So then you're going to have a fight between you and your mind, and you don't want this. You want to work together because that's one of your awesome tools, It gives you all this information all the time, but it's up to you to discern which information is right for you and which information is less right for you or even wrong, okay? So in this retreat, we have to detoxify completely our body. We have to clean ourselves, clean our stomachs, because when you don't have food in yourself, the body is not working. It takes a break, all right? In between meditations, we did have water with lime and a little honey, all right? It was not that extreme without any water or any food or anything, it had some water. But when your body is completely detoxified, your mind clears a little. It depends if you're a rookie like me or if you're a professional, so it clears more, it clears less, it depends. Everybody is different. But when you don't have food in your body, you start feeling more relaxed. Your thoughts are coming less thoughts in your brain. So that way you feel more in control, let's say. So in this retreat, for me, it was beautiful because I went to another retreat and I did not prepare myself. I did not do that cleansing the way I did this time. And man, I suffered. I even had a fever, I think. It was a thing just going through my body, leaving it, that chemical reaction just leaving my body while I was meditating. And it was awful, but at the same time, it was very gratificating, something like that. You get what I mean. But this time, it was so blissful, man. Although tough, still tough, because sitting for 2 hours, meditating for 2 hours, it's tough, man. It's tough. You're sitting there and you start, your face start itching. You start moving. And then your neck starts hurting a little. Start moving the neck. And then your back starts hurting. You're like, oh, I need to come on and move the back, So all this happens in meditation, but all this is the mind messing with you, telling you, hey man, you've been sitting for an hour and a half on the same spot. Why don't you just get up and walk around? Why don't you just start talking? Why don't you just go eat something, So you gotta be strong. You gotta be very strong. And then you gotta say, thank you, mind. But right now, I don't want to listen to any of that. I want to stay sitting here and just connect with myself. And the mind says, what? So I'm gonna throw you another thought. Boom, remember you gotta pay the bill. Remember you gotta go deposit that check on the bank because if not, the electrical bill is gonna be cut. and say, yeah, thank you, mind, but not at this time. I am going within. I am relaxing. I want to chill, you know? It's it's very deep, but at the same time it can be very desperating. Desperating? You get desperated. But you get what I mean. I'm sorry if my English is not perfect. Anyway, so the thing is, when you start controlling your mind little by little, making it work with you instead of against you, you start realizing the mind is not always right. There are other possibilities that you can do instead of what the mind is telling you. But in order to start discerning better, you gotta detoxify your intellect. Your intellect is another tool in the mind that is the one that decides that the information that the mind is giving is right or is wrong, or is better for you or is less better for you. Okay? But in order to do this, you gotta detoxify your body, all right? And once you detoxify your body, you start working with your mind easier. Because if you are full of toxics and full of food and full of things that just mess with your mind, then the mind is gonna be stronger than you. And when the mind is stronger than you, guess what? You're probably gonna just, you know what? I'm not gonna meditate anymore. I'm leaving. I'm just not gonna do this. Because it's tougher to control the mind, and especially at this beginning stage that we are. For me, this is my experience. I'm talking to you from my experience. So meditating 2 hours, resting 2 hours, meditating 2 hours, meditating 2 hours, for 3 days, it was tough. But there was a point in those meditations that the mind just shut up, and she let me be, you know, and she let me just relax and go into myself and just wander around in there, you know. It's like, wow, man, this is very relaxing. I feel very blissful. I feel so happy. And the other part is that as you go along the meditations and drinking the water and not eating and winning the mind game, right, of eating, of getting up, of moving, of talking, you start getting like pumped, and you don't know why. You say, I haven't eaten in 2 days. How in the world am I feeling so much energy right now? How is this going on? I just want to go running around in circles. But then you tell your mind like, okay, I feel like running around, but I really don't want to waste my energy. So I'm not going to go run around in circles, you know, because it's nothing positive about that unless you're going to do some exercise or something. But that's where we bring in the yoga, and we do hatha yoga, in which the hatha yoga, it's a relaxed yoga that gives you energy. It doesn't take energy from you. So it's even better. In these retreats, you just accumulate energy. You release toxins, you release negative thoughts, you release everything that your body doesn't need. And at the same time, you recover energy, spiritual energy, mental energy, physical energy. You feel more calm, you feel more chill, you feel more relaxed, you know? You feel more clear on what you are going after, your goals and your dreams. Because it gets times that it just gets you to think, because you're not doing anything up there in the mountain, right? And in the times of resting, it's like, well, what I'm gonna do? Well, I'm gonna start connecting with nature, because there's all these birds flying around, the beautiful views. To waste my energy. So all of this, I'm not gonna run around. Hey, Jesus, you know? Because what? I'm listening to you. Okay. So when you start connecting with nature, thoughts are starting to come to your mind, or you can start creating your own thoughts, the thoughts that you want to think of. Because, okay, I want to accomplish these goals. I want to accomplish all these other goals. And you start envisioning them, feeling them, you know, connecting with those thoughts on purpose. And because of your mind is just so calm in that state, those feelings and those thoughts become more powerful, because you don't have distraction. So you can focus better on your dreams. And I really love this outcome that I get from this extreme meditation, as somebody would see it. And as you accomplish the days, like You are just waiting for that to the retreat to end just to eat, you know, like, oh my God, I'm waiting. This is the last meditation. In 15 more minutes, I am done, and I am going to eat, and I am so happy again, you know. So it brings you happiness from different feelings and different wishes that your mind is telling you, like the whole 3 days, like, you on, eat something, eat something. It's not enough with my drinking water, but it is. Just drinking water and drinking a little lime and a little honey, man. I've done it for 7 days, and I have not died. I'm here, I'm living proof, and I have come out of those retreats better than ever, just feeling amazing. And it's a feeling I really cannot explain. Better, sorry. So to control the mind, it's very important, but it's a process. It's a slow process that gives you patience, gives you another point of view, that you can start seeing life from different points of view instead of just reacting. And when you react to things, things don't over, everything goes right every time. But when you have the time to pause, to take yourself out of the equation, see it from another angle, and say, oh, okay, I know what's happening here. So maybe if I act this way, then this problem will be resolved in a better, more harmonious way, you know? So meditation is so powerful. It gives you all this energy, right? It gives you all this control of your body and your mind. So I truly encourage you guys to connect with meditation, you know, because it can help you out with your dreams, with your goals, with your business. Especially your business is, I mean, it's not about all business. I mean, it's about growing, right? Growing and serving. But at the same time, you use your tools that God gave you with you instead of against you. That way, you start accomplishing your goals, getting your dreams aligned with what you are wanting to do, you know, completing those goals. So for me, this retreat was really special because I didn't suffer, I didn't have any fevers, I didn't have anything. For me, it was really relaxed. I mean, of course, it was tough, and the mind was always there. But I could do my technique, you know, the judo chopping. Do the chop. And that way, my mind will start clearing out. And I said, oh, thank you, mind, but I'm not into this right now. So leave me alone. You know, I don't want to think of all these problems and all the things I got to do when I get back. But right now, I'm just connecting with myself. And on my breaks, I used my mind that was calm, that just focusing on the little birds and the stars and the fireflies. There were fireflies, man. I haven't seen fireflies since I was a kid. And for me, that was so magnificent, you know, just watching them go around, illuminating the whole night, you know. And just imagine, we are light beings. So imagine what kind of light we can emit, you know, if we just start cleansing our body, cleansing our mind, and have control and have some discernment. Because the discernment, it's a very important tool, right? So I know I've talked a lot about this here, but let's pass it back again to Jose, all right? So he can talk a little more. But after not yet, Jose, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say one more thing. I encourage you guys to experiment, become the scientist, and try meditation. You don't have to go directly into a retreat. Just sit yourself in a chair, comfortable chair, and just put a timer, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night. And just do it for every day, all right? This way, you'll start feeling and noticing the changes in your life, all right? And you'll see how powerful meditation is. And you can use it for your business. You can use it to help others, and you can use it for yourself. So, that being said, take it away, Jose. Give me some loving.
That's some brilliant.
All right, buddy. Can you guys see me, or can you guys just see my picture now?
Yeah, we can see your picture.
Oh, okay, yeah, guys. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties with my internet and my computer. Now I'm using my old computer, and just to be straight up and raw, Jesus was like, "Hey man, clean your camera," and I did, and it just shut off. So,
I was cleaning my
but
camera.
anyway,
I thought it was my camera. I was like, hey, can I clean my camera too?
yeah, I've had the computer since like 2009. But anyways, guys, wow, Andres, that's just I don't know, man. Like from what I heard, like I said, it was a bit choppy, but I just love the information that you shared with us. It was really, really good. You say that we don't have to go to a retreat,
But
but now,
eventually,
honestly, I'm
that's
like,
the best thing.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. I guess Jose is actually having some internet problems, some technical problems. But hey, what he, I'm blown away from what you're saying, and it's something amazing that you're talking about. I was like, you know what? When you said that you did it, I believe you said it for 7 days, right? You did the pretty much a cleansing. That's crazy, man. That's I take my hat off for you for that. I don't know if I would be able to do that. Um,
It's a process, Jesus. It takes
oh,
time, but you can do it, and you have the power to do it. And when you finish that 7 days, like you just don't believe it at first, and then you just go out like, man, you know what? I am powerful beyond measure. So I really can accomplish everything I want to do in my life.
yeah, that's true. So again, Jose's on the line. Hey, Jose, what's up? Hold on. There you go, man.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, man. Like I said, I'm having internet problems and stuff. But yeah, what did you guys get from what I was saying? What was the last thing that you guys heard from me?
You were pretty much chopping off, and you were talking about pretty much what he was saying, and that you were actually explaining that he was uh, the meditation, but we didn't get much because you froze pretty bad.
oh, okay, then I'll just start from the beginning.
Okay, I think you're back on, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to log
Okay, so hold on. Let me.
Here. Let me just forget the internet. Let's go ahead and just go with the phone. I think this is a lot more clear, and I won't be cutting in and out. Is this better?
Hold on. Can you hear him better?
Testing, everybody. Hello.
Yeah, better, better. Do it now. Give it
Okay.
some loving.
Awesome. Anyways, yeah, man. What I was saying, it's just that, you said that you're not recommending or telling us to go to a retreat, but honestly, with what you shared, it kind of like motivates me, and like I kind of want to do this, right? I want to go to a retreat, go to a meditation retreat. Not as intense as the one that you went to, because like you said, it's a muscle, right? We have to work it out. So I definitely want to start meditating, and get some of the tips that you shared about controlling the mind, about just doing that ninja chop, that you mentioned before, and just forgetting when, because I've done meditation before, and you're right, like your mind just starts messing with you. Hey, you got to pay that bill. Hey, you have to do this. Hey, you have to do that, and you're just like, be quiet. I'm meditating. I'm working on myself. So I definitely want to learn how to do that. But like I said, man, it was awesome. Thank you very much for sharing with us, what you learned. And yeah, man, thank you very much. I'll pass it back to Jesus. And like I said, guys, sorry, I apologize for the internet connection, but we'll get that fixed tomorrow.
So, one of the things that I do want to, emphasize right now is actually the fact of, meditating. It has really helped us. Before we start working in the mornings, my wife and I, we actually start meditating for like 15, 20 minutes. We have some audio. She actually put a audio like right on the home screen, that way we can just click on it and listen to it right away, and it's like about 15, 20 minutes. We're just, nothing goes on. We just sit down in the office and just chill, That's one of the biggest things that we started doing because uh, our mind starts going everywhere in work. It starts going to what are we gonna eat? What are we gonna make for food? Did you make the bed? Did you shower? All this stuff, right? It's just like right there. And once you start meditating, it's not gonna happen for you. One of the things is it's not gonna happen for you right away. It's probably gonna take about 7 days or 21 days normally. It all depends how intense your meditation is. But to program yourself, to program, Jose was talking about this, I believe yesterday or the day before. We've been doing this hangout for about over 21 days. Normally, for something to get programmed, um, it's it's about 21 days or so. And once you start meditating for so long, for 21 days, 30 days, you're going to see a difference. It can happen within 7 days, but it's just your mind is not going to be all shut off, but you're going to be able to, like Andres was saying, be able to chop it like a ninja, like he's saying, hey, you know what? You're going to be able to master that. And it's like anything that we're talking to you about business wise. It's the same thing. Okay, you're gonna come into this business and you're gonna go through the training if you're in this business or if you're in this arena, and you're gonna be like, hey, what do I do? What is it that I have to do? That's why we have everything pretty much laid out for you guys in the back office. Or in any business in itself, there's actual trainings that you have to go through, and it's going to take a little bit to understand it. We got to understand it's something new, okay? So when you go into a business or into a job, I'm just going to put it in a perspective that everybody can understand. You go into a job, you apply for delivery man at the post office, and that's a well-paying job. But you go in there and you don't know exactly what to do. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. The first week you're going to be in training, or it all depends, on your job. You're going to be in training for about a week or so, and you're going to get the hang of it, and you're just going to start running, right? Because you know now what to go, your routes and all that stuff. The same thing is for business. The first couple of weeks, the first week, even sometimes the first year, it all depends because I don't know where you're coming from. What is your school background or your learning background? I don't know. But it's going to be like, hey, you know what? I'm learning this and I'm going to start applying it. 1 second, guys. I'm going to start applying this, and you're going to be able to master it. I mean, I learned something new every day, and I got excited early on before this hangout. I'm like, guys, I got this taken care of, and I worked till I master something, okay? And there's different things that I'm playing with right now. Like right now, we're playing with traffic, we're testing some traffic. We do some paid traffic, and I've been getting some leads. I've been getting some stuff that it's an amazing thing. It's like, I check it. It's nice when you're refreshing. It's like, another lead, another person I can help, and it's just like, hey, you know what? I was actually showing Jose earlier that, I got like, within the last couple of hours, I got like 200 clicks or something like that into one of my funnels, and I got some leads out of that, and that's people that it's just here in the U.S. It's really good traffic that I'm testing right now, and I like it. It's fun when you're seeing people coming into your funnels, and you're like, hey, you know what? This is what we're gonna do, and you start helping people because that's what we're here for. Okay, but let me tell you this: I didn't know that. I learned it from the trainings. Okay, the trainings, how to properly put your funnels, how to create your funnels, where to put them, and all that good stuff. And I've been trained. Playing around with different things. Now, when you come into this business, in any business whatsoever, in this, when I mean this business, it's in this industry, I mean, okay? You got to understand that you're not perfect, I'm not perfect, and we make mistakes. And we got to realize that. It's fine. Nothing's going to happen, okay? That's why we have mentors. mentors that have been in it for a little bit longer, but they probably messed up the same way that you're gonna do it, and they can teach you, hey, that didn't really work, but this did, and you're gonna cut your learning curve really quick, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So you gotta understand that meditation, going back to meditation, uh, it's going to help it with all that. Because what happens is you get disappointed for something and you're like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Your mind's just going to be like a little, how do they say, like a little monkey in your back saying that certain things don't work. But you knowing that it does because it's worked for somebody else, even meditation is going to help you with that, because you're going to be able to control your mind and say, hey, you know what? Mind, this is what I want to do. This is what we're going. And if it's working for somebody else, I can do it for me too. And just keep on going. Just keep on going. Now, one of the audios I was listening, and this is something that came into my mind, somebody that is a great mentor to me, two of the great mentors of us, it's Justin and Dee. They're really, really good people, really good mentors. And one of the things that they were saying earlier is sometimes we can inspire somebody else, okay? And a lot of the people, it's like I don't know who I'm gonna start attracting, or I don't even know who I'm gonna start helping, or whatever. But I connected with Justin in certain things because he had near-death experiences. So did I. Okay, I had a couple of near-death experiences, and I connected with him. It's like, hey, you know what? I know that he accomplished and he overcame certain things, and I learned a lot from him. That also I started applying into myself, not just the business, but myself. And it's just like, hey, you know what? He inspired me to do certain things, and I want to do the same thing for you. I don't know where you are in this life, in this situation right now, but I want to inspire you to do different things in life that are going to make you become a better person. They're going to make you become a greater entrepreneur, and just start helping others. Well, that being said, I just want to, how can I put it? Inspire. We want to inspire you. We want to inspire you to become a better uh, version of yourself. Okay, so by that, it's meditating, reading books, listening to audios, joining us on our venture, and on our, join our community. Join our community. There's a big yellow button on the bottom that says Join Paying It Forward Mastermind. You can click on that link and let us know, hey, you know what? There's also a comment section. I'm actually moderating the comments. I look through them, and sometimes I go into the back office and look at that too. So I want to, pretty much tell you, lock arms with us. Lock arms with us, because even though that, we might not see each other in person, we're here. And one day you're going to be here in this panel with us. We have different people from all walks of life that are going to be joining us. And like, for example, on Wednesdays, that's when we have the most, like 8 people, 9 people. I think the most that we can have on this panel is 10 people. And we want you to be one of them. We want you to tell your story. We want you to say, hey, you know what? Jesus, Andres, Jose, Maritza, Jaime, whoever is in here invited me. But it's just an amazing feeling when we know that we're inspiring people to become better people in general, and have a better lifestyle. Okay, so one day I know that you're going to be here with us, and you're going to be sharing your story, sharing your outcome, sharing your vision. That way we can all lock arms and go forward with this. So that being said, I don't know if you have anything else to say that you want to add.
No, man, just great information that you shared as well. And yeah, guys, you guys study meditation and the power of it, and I think the importance of it. It's really, really good to start applying in our lives. So let's definitely all start doing that. And yeah, like Jesus said, it's gonna be awesome when one of you guys, when you guys are on the panel with us. Like, you know what, guys? I saw you guys, doing these hangouts in September and August. I saw when you were in Mexico, right? A lot of you guys know about my little carne asada plate, and you're gonna be like, hey, I saw that, so you owe me some carne asada. Like that's gonna be awesome, and we look forward to those days. we look forward to having you guys in the team. And you know, another great thing that I heard from Jesus was how he said, you know, when he gets his lead, he sees them like, you know what, this is another person I can help. That was something that caught my attention right now. I was like, that is a great way of looking at your lead. Don't be looking at your leads and like, oh, great, I'm going to convert some of these leads to sales and I'm going to make money. And no, that's bullshit, right? That's the wrong way of looking at it. You shouldn't be looking at people as money signs. You should be looking at people, you know, you should be looking at leads like people. Like Jesus said, people you can impact, people you can, you know, help, people you can serve, people you can pay it forward to what you know and your knowledge and, you know, what you've learned throughout your experiences. That was just another, you know, besides the meditation stuff, that was something else that, I don't know, it was just great hearing today. Look at leads as people you can serve, as people you can help, and you're going to see that your business is going to blow up when you start developing that mindset. All right, guys? So thank you guys very much for joining us. You know, like we always say, we appreciate you guys. We truly, truly love you guys from the bottom of our hearts, and look forward to being on the Hangout tomorrow and, you know, not having as many difficulties as today. All right, guys, so have a good night, and thank you guys for being with us.
And I appreciate you. You can look up Jose Garcia at garciasfacebook.com. He's, you know, you're going to see him there. You can connect with him. You can actually send him a message, and he will connect with you. Andres, do you have anything else you want to add, brother?
Yeah. I want to add a little something else. Remember, life is a process. You got to go with that process. But if you try to take too much shortcuts, you will not get it. All right. So it's cool to take a couple of shortcuts that shorten your learning curve, but it's through experience and through practice and through consistency that you are going to be mastering your craft. All right. And a little extra is that if you want any more information about meditation, about retreats, about all this kind of stuff we are talking about, contact me, contact us. You know, we can help you. Ask us questions. Join us in our business. Become free, okay? And you can find me on Facebook, Andres Higuera. Very simple. Send me a message, and I will gladly answer to you. Or you can visit my blog, ayudanteserlibre.com. All right? I love you guys. See you tomorrow.
All right, guys. So that being said, I appreciate your guys being here, being patient with us. We had some technical difficulties today, but hey, we're here. We're going to be here every day, serving you. And like we're saying every day, hey, you know what? Contact us, send us a message. If you're on my list, look up my number. It's going to be in the bottom, and give me a call, send me a text. I'll respond to you. We don't have anything to hide. You know, we're an open book. Excuse me. We're here to serve you, and we'll be here tomorrow again. So we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And again, look at your leads, look at your prospects as human beings that you need to serve and you need to pay it forward to, and you need to help, mentor them, help them out, because as they are in a certain situation, you know, you've been there before, and because of your experience, you can help them out. That's what we're here for. So we love you guys. You can connect with me on Jesus Chavez on Facebook or Jesus.Chavez.ws. Have a good night.